My name is Miki Sakuma. The other day, my boyfriend of 2 years proposed to me. His name is Hiroto. We had already met each other's parents and tied the knot, and we were at the stage where all we had to do was register the marriage. We were supposed to get married and live happily ever after, but you called me out of the blue and said you had something to talk to me about, but what is it?
Yeah, I want you to break up with me.
What? But we're already engaged.
I'm really sorry, but I like someone else.
You like someone? What is that?
I'm so sorry, but I've made up my mind.
I can't believe it. We're about to get married, but he dumped me saying he has someone he likes. But for some reason, I decided to simply accept breaking off the engagement with Hiroto. Okay, if that's how you feel, there's no point in getting married.
You understand? Thank you.
But let me tell you one thing.
What's that?
Since we're breaking off the engagement, I'm going to charge you alimony.
Oh, alimony. Yeah, I'll pay it. Well, I'm at fault too.
Two? Why are you acting like I'm the problem? Well, Hiroto and I are done with, so I don't really care either way. I'll be in touch through my agent about the alimony.
Okay.
By the way, is the person you like someone I know?
Yeah, you know Yuka, our junior? It's that girl. And we decided to go out recently.
Wait, you're already in a relationship?
What? Yeah.
Wow, he cheated on me with a junior and even started dating. And so my happiness was taken away all of a sudden. I never thought this would happen. Anyway, I need to talk to a lawyer about alimony. I had only told the company about the marriage to my immediate supervisor and a good friend, so it didn't become that big of a deal. The lawyer I consulted contacted Hiroto about the alimony. The next day, Hiroto contacted me. We weren't supposed to contact each other directly, so I wondered what he wanted. Can I help you?
1 million yen for alimony? We're not even married yet!
I'm sure you got the letter from the lawyer. They've already tied the knot, so it should be about that much. I even went to the trouble of asking you if I could charge you alimony.
No. We weren't married, so I thought it would be about 50,000.
50,000 for alimony? There's no way. Well, please pay me properly.
Fine. But I need you to think about how you and I got into this mess in the first place.
What, are you saying that I'm the cause of this?
Even though I'm the one who started it, it's not completely my fault, right?
No, I think it's completely Hiroto's fault.
Since you dated me, I want you to get something out of it. You don't realize what's wrong with you, but Yuka's different. She has the heart to reflect and look back. That's the difference. You can pay me back someday, when you wake up.
Pay you back someday? Does Hiroto know what an alimony is? You keep saying that, but I don't have any intentions of paying you back. The phone hung up in the middle of the conversation. How selfish can he be? The phone that hung up showed a notification of a message from Yuka, the woman he was cheating on me with.
Sakuma-san, you should think about what's wrong with you. Why it ended up like this.
What do you mean?
Do you realize why Hiroto chose me over you? What I had that you didn't. If you don't think about it and realize it now, you'll get in trouble with your next relationship.
Why did you bother to tell me that?
I'm just trying to be nice. I want you to think of this time as a chance to grow. So I want you to think about it properly by yourself.
I don't know why Yuka sent me such a condescending message. She probably felt like she won after taking Hiroto away from me. After that, Hiroto's mother contacted me. What is it with you all?
I knew you and Hiroto wouldn't work from the beginning. I'm glad you two decided to break up. Did you figure out an answer as to why you two didn't get along? Please email me when you do. I'd love to tell you what I think is right from a mother's point of view, and pay us back the alimony someday.
It's weird how they all say the same thing. The reason why I broke off the engagement with Hiroto so easily was not only because of the affair, it was also because I realized Hiroto had debts. The debt, though, is a bit of a special case, the mortgage on his parents' house.
Before I started dating you, we were in the middle of rebuilding my parents' house. I was barely making ends meet, but I was able to build a huge mansion on a 40-year mortgage. Isn't it great?
Wait a minute, I know it's not the right thing to say this, but your parents live in the countryside, right?
Yeah, but we can move in together when we get married, right? We'll be living in a huge, brand new house.
If I move there, I won't be able to keep my current job, right? If I get a new job over there, the pay will be a lot less than it is now. As I spoke calmly, Hiroto's expression gradually changed to one of impatience.
Let's live on your salary for now. I'll pay for my own allowance. Equal rights for both men and women, right? When we buy a house, we can take out a loan in your name.
At the time, I was shocked when he went ahead with the plan without my permission. I thought he was someone who didn't waste money until I found this out. I guess he didn't waste money, he just couldn't. That led to more and more arguments. Things got more and more awkward, and Hiroto cheated on me with Yuka. I didn't tell Yuka about the debt, but apparently Hiroto didn't either, and she got married to him. My boss and close friends knew that Hiroto and I were talking about marriage, so those two were suddenly removed from the career track. They had a wedding, but most people didn't show up, and the only people who gave congratulatory gifts from within the company were junior staff members. People in the company started to become distant since they sensed that the two of them were being disliked, even if they didn't know the details, and Yuka resigned first. I don't know what happened after that, but Hiroto also quit and the two of them went back to their hometown. He's so strapped for cash with his mortgage that he can only live a poor life in the city if his wife didn't earn money. Of course, it's impossible to have children in that situation, and Yuka's probably living with Hiroto and Hiroto's mother in that big mansion. While I was thinking that, I received an email from Yuka.
Please return the money we gave you at the time.
By that, do you mean the alimony?
Yes, we're having a baby and we don't have enough money. He doesn't have a full-time job and I work at a snack bar, but it's not enough. Please give me back the money.
I'm sorry about that.
Yes, that's why I want you to give us the $1,000,000.
Since you don't know, I'll explain. The alimony is something I received from you two for infidelity. You don't deserve to tell me to give it back to you. Goodbye then. Hiroto eventually returned to Tokyo and went to work alone as a contract employee at another company in the same industry. I heard from a junior colleague that Yuka's living with her mother-in-law and the baby in that mansion in the countryside. They had their child taken away by his mother-in-law and are having a hard time. As for me, I haven't had a boyfriend since then. I'm on track for promotion thanks to my hard work. I'm enjoying my work right now, and I don't need relationships for a while. I'm talking about going to a blind date party with my coworkers when work settles down a bit more.
My name is Ayano. I'm just a regular sophomore in college. I have a boyfriend I've been dating for 3 months, but I have a little problem with him recently. Naoto, you're gonna call off our date last second again? How many times are you gonna do this?
What do you want me to do? I can't move my plans. You make it work with me.
You said that before too. You promised you wouldn't do this again. I don't believe you. Are you listening to me?
Shut uppy wuppy. If you keep getting angry, you're gonna be an old angry woman. Ha ha ha.
Dude, I literally told you to stop taunting me like that.
I know transformed into an angry woman. Oh, I'm so scared.
You're so annoying! Every time we would fight, he would start talking like he was talking to a child, as if to mock me. We had fought a few times from the time we started dating, but this only started recently. I've told him to quit over and over again recently. Does he look down on me? Wow, that's rough. How could you go out with someone like that for 3 months? I would have dumped him in a heartbeat. Besides that, he's really normal. Seriously, everything besides that. Huh. But you should be careful. I feel like he's probably hiding something else. I felt a little better after I vented to my friends, and then I replied to his text message. I want to go to the zoo. Next time, don't cancel last second. Then we're even. He immediately read the message.
Okay, you can't do anything with an angry Ayano. Ha 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 ha.
He's so annoying! A month later, I went to his house for the first time. He lived alone. I'm coming in. I went in and was shocked at the state of his house. It was not cleaned at all, and trash was everywhere. It was a pigsty. Sorry to break it to you, but man, your house is trashed.
I'm a man that lives alone. This is how it is.
You think so? I mean, did you not feel like maybe you should clean up a little bit since your girlfriend is coming over? I didn't want this to just stay this way, so I started cleaning.
Oh, you're gonna clean it for me? Whoa, sweet! Ha ha ha!
No, not sweet deal. Let's do this together, it's your house.
Nope, I'm watching YouTube right now.
Come on, just a little.
I don't want to. I don't care, but you care, so you take care of it.
Fine. He's my boyfriend. I guess I'll clean for him. He was breathing from his mouth as he watched YouTube videos, and I continued to clean away.
Hey, what do you want to do for dinner? Huh? You're gonna cook for me, right? I'm not good at it.
Hey, I do cook for myself, but you said you could cook, right?
Huh? I don't remember saying that. You totally just imagined that.
What the hell? Were you lying? It was back when we really just started going out. I live with my parents. Oh, but I can do most things around the house. My parents both work, so I did a lot of the things while they were working.
Really? Wow, that's crazy. I live alone. I cook for myself sometimes, but I'm not very good at cleaning. I just kind of leave things out.
I see. You cook, huh? I want to try your food one day.
Sure, I'm pretty confident in my cooking. Just tell me what you want.
Even if he was just trying to look good, he could have come out and said the truth. But the fact that he didn't even remember saying it is sketchy. After I finished cleaning, I got ready for dinner. I finished cooking, so I talked to him. Naoto, I want you to carry this to the table. I need to go to the bathroom. He replied without taking his eyes off the phone.
No, I don't wanna. I'm watching movies right now, and I can't hold heavy things.
He started mocking me and talking like a baby, just like when we were fighting. I was already angry, but I just took his dish to the table. As I got back from the bathroom, he was already digging in. Naoto, you couldn't wait for me to get back? It was like 1 minute.
No! I'm going to eat when I wanna. I would never wait.
I let out an awkward grin while he started talking like a baby again, and I was getting fed up with it. He was just watching videos while eating, and no matter how much I tried to talk to him, he would just give closed-ended responses. He even started ignoring me. Hey, let's at least talk while we eat. I'm sad. Hello?
Shut up! Please, shut the heck up!
Why am I going out with him? It was when I fell out of love. I gave up talking to him and just started eating. The next second, I could hear him knock over his glass of water. Hey, you spill your water! I yelled and started cleaning. He didn't seem to flinch and continued watching videos. Dude, I understand you're watching videos, but at least be careful not to spill anything.
Shut up, oh! I can't hear the video! Please shut up, oh!
I couldn't handle the rage that built up inside of me, and I heard something snap. I knew that I was done. I grabbed his phone and threw it towards the cushions.
Hey, what the hell?
Oh, sorry.
What the hell is that?
Huh? Are you angry? You're scary like an angry old fart.
What is that attitude? Are you mocking me?
You always did this to me. Wait, are you actually unaware you're doing that? I'm seriously at a loss. Don't think that you can say whatever you want just because I'm your girlfriend. Or you thought that I'd be okay with whatever? Shut the hell up, you man-child.
You just did things around me because you wanted to! And I've done nothing to be called a child! We're the same age!
You don't clean your room, you can't carry food, you can't say thank you, you don't clean up your own mess, you don't listen to people when they warn you. You're just a man-child. I think some preschool kids have better manners than you.
What did you say?
Dude, aren't you embarrassed that you use baby words while you argue? You keep doing things like that to make people feel bad. You're gonna regret it, Mr. Smarty Pants. He seemed like he wanted to talk back to me, but I ignored him and left. I sent him another text saying that we were over. So, after today, we're done. Goodbye, and don't ever talk to me again. The next day, I reported to my friends that we broke up. What? You broke up over that? That's nothing. What?
Akiwa's outfit is off-season and weirdo. You should study fashion, please.
See how grating it is? Yeah, that pissed me off like never before. I take it back, sorry. I mean, I figured that it would happen eventually. Don't worry, there's a mountain of other men out there that are better than him. No, I think I'm good with being single for a while. I'm tired. We went to different colleges, so that was at least one nice thing. Thinking about it now, I'm not sure what I liked about him anyway. When I went to go shopping alone, he talked to me, and I decided to go along with it because why not? I learned that it was totally not who I was, and I regretted it.
Why are you saying that we're going to break up? I'm so sad!
When I read that stupid text from him, I blocked him. A few months later,
Hey, I have news about your ex. Are you interested?
my ex, what do you know about him?
Your ex started going out with one of my friends from my club.
And she apparently talked to her friend to hear about him.
Cut it out. I said that you need to let me know at least if you're going to be late.
Sorry, oh man, you're gonna be an angry old woman.
What? What the hell did you just say to me, bitch?
Huh?
Yeah, you think that just because someone is trying to get through something without fighting, that you're free to just walk all over them? You must have been raised by a saint, because I ain't that soft pussy. Don't be messing with me. Get the hell over here, bitch.
I didn't hear about this. Wait, hang on. Someone help!
My friend is an ex-delinquent, and she changed after she started going to college, but she completely lost it after he did his little baby gig. She took him out back and slapped the hell out of him. They broke up, but he's walking around campus looking like he just tried to eat a hornet. A lot of people have seen his stupid swollen face. Huh, rip. When I heard that story, maybe I'm rotten, but I felt really good. I still don't have a boyfriend, but I'm having a great time. I'm going to focus on my studies for a while. You guys be careful when you mock people with baby words.
My name is Yuma. I'm 30 years old. I'm an employee of a small company. I've been with this company for 8 years now. Recently, I've been entrusted with big jobs, and I'm feeling a sense of fulfillment every day. But my private life is not so fulfilling. I want a cute girlfriend. Hey, Yuma! What's with the gloomy face? Since it's about you, I bet you were thinking about wanting a girlfriend again. Minase. His name is Minase. He's my colleague, the same age as me. Minase is handsome but serious and uptight, and I'm often said to be easygoing. Our opposite personalities work together, and we get along pretty well. What about you? I heard you're in charge of training another pretty girl, aren't you? Yes, a new girl has recently joined our department, and Minase was put in charge of training her. I still remember the first time I met her.
Nice to meet you. My name is Kazuki. I am still unfamiliar with a lot of things, so I'd appreciate it if you could teach me. Please give me your best regards.
The new girl's name is Kazuki. She joined our company after changing jobs. Kazuki's really cute. Not only her looks, but also her personality. For example, oh, Kazuki, is that your lunch today? You're cute and can even cook for yourself. You're amazing.
That's not true, but I am pretty good at cooking.
Her lunch was a colorful meal with a lot of steamed vegetables that looked healthy. That's a cute girly lunch. I prefer meat, so I respect girls who can cook vegetables into a delicious meal.
I can cook pretty much anything. What kind of food do you two like? I'm curious to know what your favorite food is, Minase-san.
Sorry, I'm busy right now. Can we talk about this later? What's wrong with you, Minase? Kazuki, don't bother with that guy. And on a different day...
Oh, Yuma-san, here's a cookie if you like.
What? Thanks, Kazuki. Are these homemade?
Yes, I made a little too many.
Wow. I can't believe you can make such high quality and delicious looking sweets. I thought they were from a store.
Thank you very much. Oh, Minase-san, would you like some too? I worked hard on it.
No, Hey, Minase, don't refuse. Just because you're good looking and have a lot to choose from, doesn't mean you should turn down an offer from a beautiful girl like Kazuki. Karma's gonna get you. Well then, I'll take it gratefully.
Yes, I made it less sweet, just the way you like it, Minase-san. I hope it suits your taste.
And so, Kazuki is cute, a good cook, and kind. She's the ideal woman. Naturally, there were a lot of guys who were after her. And of course, I'm one of them. And recently, I heard a rumor about her. To my surprise, Kazuki confessed her feelings to someone in the company. And in an even more unexpected turn of events, she was rejected. Who could this man be? I heard it was you. Is that true? Yeah, it was Minase who rejected Kazuki after she confessed her feelings. You? Why? There aren't many girls like that. You don't have a girlfriend right now. Why don't you go out with her? Why would you reject her? You're the one who likes her, right? Then this is your chance. Be happy. If you comfort her now, you might be able to go out with her. I don't do cowardly things like that. But seriously, you kept a distance from Kazuki from the very beginning, didn't you? Did she look like your ex-girlfriend or something? It's not like that. It's just, it hasn't even been 6 months since she entered the company, and yet she asks out her trainer. She's too obsessed with love. But they say you can't stop falling in love, right? That's not all. I also don't like the way she shows off her home-cooked food every time. The company is not a place to find a marriage partner. If she's looking for a man, She should do it somewhere else. Don't be so hard. I was happy with Kazuki's cookies though. And well, Minase's arguments were relatively reasonable at first, but he gradually started to rag on Kazuki. I don't like how she has a lot of steamed vegetables in her tiny lunchbox. Well, there were a lot of steamed vegetables, but is that enough for you to dislike her? I prefer a massive lunch with a lot of meat. That's your preference! And I feel like she's the type to bake cupcakes on her day off. That's prejudice! Come on, it's nice and girly. And eventually, I don't know, she's like a fairy who stumbled into the human world. She probably sucks honey from flowers or something. I don't get it anymore. It's just a false accusation at this point. You're basically saying that you don't like girls who don't have flaws, right? No. Well, let's just go with that. I was joking about how you should take a chance earlier. You should watch out for that girl too. Even if she's not your type, you don't have to rag on her that much. Minase's a jerk. As I thought that and listened to his complaints, I noticed something about Kazuki.
Yuma-san, here's some macaroons if you like. I made too many again.
Oh, thanks. They look so good. Now that I think about it, this girl only gives out sweets to guys. We have a lot of female employees, but I've never seen her give out to them. I mean, have I ever seen Kazuki talking to a female employee? On a different occasion. Oh, are you working overtime? You finished the work that I gave you on time, right?
Yes, Kazuki-san asked me to do this and I couldn't refuse.
Are you serious? I'll help you too. Let's work together and go home early. Kazuki made a younger, timid-looking girl work overtime without my knowledge, and in her spare time, she handed out homemade sweets to guys in the company, showing off her cooking skills. I found out later that Kazuki had a bad reputation among female employees since she first joined the company. The company is not a place to find a marriage partner. If she's looking for a man, she needs to do it somewhere else. If Minase hadn't told me, I might never have realized that Kazuki was that kind of girl. And a few years later, I was at a wedding hall. My colleague Minase got married. Minase got a girlfriend a little after Kazuki asked him out, and they successfully made it. Today's ceremony was attended by many of our colleagues from the company, and Minase was being celebrated with great enthusiasm. I knew you beat me to it, Minase. Take good care of your wife, alright?
Thank you for celebrating with us today.
Yuma, you better get married soon, too. Minase and his wife, as well as the other attendees, were all smiling and filled with joy. But one person was there watching the scene with a complicated expression on her face. One day, a few days after Minase's wedding, I was working overtime when I heard an argument coming from the kitchen. I was curious, so I went to check on them.
Why don't you marry that woman, Minase-san? I'm prettier, can cook, and have a better figure than her. Please check it here and now!
Hey, stop! Somebody help! What are you doing? Hey, Yuma, help me! She's trying to take her clothes off all of a sudden!
No, Yuma-san! I was ordered by Minase-san, I had no choice.
Huh? I didn't say that! Kazuki had been one-sidedly coming on to Minase until a while ago. When she found out that he had no interest, she started crying, playing the victim. Yeah, I heard everything. Even if you can't give up on Minase, there's no reason to make advances on a married man in your company, I said, and saved Minase. I'm glad it was me who noticed. If it had been any other guy, they would have believed Kazuki and Minase would have been arrested. After that, I was on my guard for a while, thinking Kazuki might try to mess with him again. However, she seemed to have given up on Minase once and for all, and never did anything after that. On the contrary, recently there have been rumors going around regarding Kazuki again. The truth is unknown, but it's said she started dating the department manager. He's a married man with 2 children. When I heard the reason you rejected her, I honestly thought something was wrong with you, but now I can see that you were correct. From the moment I saw her, I knew she was trouble. I just couldn't put it into words. It took me a while to understand what you were saying, because you're so bad at explaining things. I wonder what she's doing now. It's been 2 months since she was rumored to be in love with the manager. That's right. Kazuki is no longer in our company. Sometime after the rumors started about the relationship between Kazuki and the manager, it was discovered that it was not just a rumor, and they were actually having an affair within the company. The story naturally became a big topic of conversation at work. Kazuki became pregnant, and the manager who was using the company expenses for the affair couldn't bear the various responsibilities and disappeared. Kazuki was burned to the ground from the fees demanded by the manager's wife, and resigned while being watched from afar by her colleagues in the company. I'm glad I didn't try to go out with her, like you said. You saved my life too. If she turned your brain into a flower garden, I'd be in jail right now. Minase is a really great guy. By the way, what do you like about your wife? She makes me massive lunches with a lot of meat. I'm glad you're happy.
Hi, my name is Nazumi Wakuai. It's been 2 years since I married my husband Kaito. We're both working, but we hope to have kids one day. We always go to my mother-in-law's house on the weekend. I don't want to go. I sighed quietly to myself. Honestly, I didn't want to go to my mother-in-law's house.
I'm home, Mom.
Hello?
Welcome, come on in.
My father-in-law passed before we were married, and my mother-in-law lives alone right now. That's why we decided to live near her.
You guys just hang out. I'll pour us some tea.
Oh, relax, Mom. Come on, Nozomi, get up, bust your ass. You go pour the tea.
Kaito, Nazumi is relaxing because she's got work during the week too.
It's fine, she's just working some part-time job anyway.
I'm sorry, I'll go pour us some tea. He's seriously pissing me off. Yes, the reason that I don't want to come here is because of my husband's attitude. Here you are.
Thank you, Miss Nazumi.
Dude, you should make dinner for her. You can at least do that for her, right?
Okay.
It's okay, let's both go buy something for dinner. It's fine, Mom, you relax. Oh, and go buy Mom her daily necessities and whatnot.
He always tells me what to do and what not to do, but he never does anything and just sits on the couch. This wasn't how it was before, but recently, I didn't understand what was going on. By the way, I've asked him to stop with the attitude several times.
You're definitely reading way too many magazines about drama.
It's not about my mother-in-law, it's about your attitude.
You just don't want to go to her house because you hate my mom, right?
Wait, hey! However, he never really listens to me, and somehow twists my words to make it into something that it's not. I can't even talk to him about it, so it's really bothering me. This is really pissing me off. Maybe I should mix some jalapeno death sauce into his food.
Miss Nazumi, I'll help you. I'm really sorry for his attitude.
Oh, it's okay. It's not your fault at all, so don't apologize.
I just bought some cake from a cake store nearby, so let's eat it together while he's showering.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I actually started taking lessons. It's a dressmaking class and the teacher is so attractive.
I always go to her house though because my mother-in-law is a seriously kind and sweet woman. She also warns him about his behavior, but he never listens at all and continues to treat me like a slave. At the end of the day, he still did nothing, and I was moving around the whole time. Come on, I've said this over and over. Can you stop telling me what to do like you're my owner?
You're my wife. I'm making you look good in front of my mom. You should thank me.
What the hell are you talking about? I don't mind doing things for her, but I don't like that you're sitting there like some couch potato while I'm moving around doing everything. If you don't want to do anything yourself, shut your mouth.
What? Is that how you're gonna try to get out of doing things for my mom? You're seriously a failure of a daughter-in-law.
Oh my god. I'm going to choke him in his sleep. He's not listening to anything I'm saying. I could start to hear the words divorce popping up in my head. The next Sunday, we came to my mother-in-law's house as usual.
Kaito, you said you had plans today.
Don't be like that. You should feel a little better when we're here, right?
Come on, Kaito, she's saying she has plans. Let's go home.
Shut up, you shut your face!
We went into her house against her will, and we both sighed as my husband sat on the couch. He started commanding me what to do as usual.
Hey, you, go pour some tea.
Sure.
Oh yeah, Mom liked chocolate. Nozomi, go buy some chocolates right now. What are you waiting for? Hurry up!
Kaito, please, stop acting a fool.
What are you talking about? I'm not acting a fool. I'm coming here every weekend to check up on you.
That's not what I mean. You realize that at this age, even having people come over is tiring. I'm saying, why don't you listen to what I have to say? Right now, the only person who's enjoying this is you. Nazumi and I are just making you happier.
She wasn't quite yelling, but you could tell that she was more stern in her voice. She was getting angry.
Besides, you keep saying you want to do things for me, but you're not doing shit. Nazumi is doing everything. You use her like some kind of slave after she's worked hard all week. It's honestly making me ashamed of you. You want to make me die early of shame, you shithead?
But I care about you, Mom. Nozomi is younger and she can move more and...
Oh my god! I had dressmaking class today. I would rather look cute to my teacher than your stupid face. I am tired of looking at your stupid face. He got quiet and glared at me. Hey, don't you dare glare at her. I'm talking to you. Don't blame her. If you do anything like that to her again, I swear to God.
Mom...
I saw him defeated and sunken, and honestly, I felt better. I'm sorry, Nozomi. I know you came all this way and I'm chasing you out. Oh, it's okay. We're the ones who showed up when you had plans. Thank you for letting us in at all. If this stupid child does something to you again, you call me right away. I'm sorry he's grown up so rotten. You're free to come and go as you like, only you. Sure, let's have some nice snacks again. She held my hands before I left, and I felt really good. I'm going to buy the best snacks I can for her when I come again. I thought this was over, but...
We're going this weekend, too.
Oh my god, did you not hear your mom last week? She screamed at you.
She's just being nice to us. I want to take care of her. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna go every weekend to see her.
Honestly, I was beyond anger. I pitied him. I called my mother-in-law and reported to her. That child must have defective ears. Yeah, so I have an idea.
Hey, why do we have to go to your parents' house?
You know, it's not fair that you always go to your parents' house, huh? I want to take care of my parents, too. Or what, you don't like my parents? You hate them so much you don't want to go?
Ugh, but I told my mom I was gonna go this weekend.
It's fine. I already talked to her and she said it was fine. She actually said it would make her happy. Congrats. Next weekend, I dragged my husband to my parents' house.
Welcome, come on in. Thank you, sir. I've heard from my daughter that you are trying to do good things for your parents. Good job. Not at all.
Yeah, you have no idea how much he's pushed me in the right way, too. I want to help you guys out. He was completely nervous, but I ignored it and sat on the couch.
Okay, I'm gonna go work on my regular DIY stuff, so you guys just relax.
Come on, Kaito. Go give him some tea.
What?
You need to move before I tell you to. You're seriously so slow.
What? Huh?
Payback is a bitch. I did exactly what he did to me every weekend. Of course, I've already told everything to my parents, so they said they would love to help. Come on, go buy him a beer. You can do that, right?
Why do I... Oh, I can go buy beer.
Oh, it's okay, Dad. You relax. Oh, you like cheesecake, right? Come on, Kaito, go buy it for him. Right now.
But why are you ordering me around? Stop!
It's because you're not really taking care of my dad. That's why I'm telling you.
If you know what you should do, then you do it!
You're my husband, right? I'm trying to make you look good in front of them.
What the hell is that? I don't mind doing things for them, but you need to move too.
This is all you're doing. Just trying to avoid doing things for my dad. You're a failure of a son-in-law.
You...
What? You don't like it, huh? How I'm sitting here saying you're a failure while I sit on my ass? I'm doing what you've been doing to me this whole time. It's pretty frustrating, huh? I felt that way for the longest time. I know that you want to take care of your mom, and I want to help you too. But you need to do something in addition to getting help. It's really caring when you're the first one to move.
Yeah.
I love your mom. Let's both take care of both of our parents, huh?
Yeah, sorry for everything, Nozomi. I was wrong.
Maybe he finally understood after I did exactly what he did to me. He apologized. Then everything was really solved. And we stopped going to my mother-in-law's house every weekend, and she's been enjoying her life. Sometimes she'll come over to talk about what she's learned in her class, and we all do our best to make sure she's comfortable.
My name is Yuka. I'm almost 30, and I work at a regular desk job. The other day, I decided to go to Costco with my coworkers. Mako isn't a Costco member, but she seemed to have a lot of fun, so she was talking about the whole time she showed up back up at work.
I had so much fun. I want to go again. This time I'm going to become a member for sure.
I'm glad you had that much fun. Want to go again next weekend? Akemi, who was listening to the conversation, popped in to talk.
Hey, I heard that you two are going to Costco. I want to go too. The next time you go, can I go too?
Yeah, sure. It's probably cheaper to share between more people, too. Okay, let's go with all 3 of us then.
It's decided! I'm so excited!
It wasn't like I knew Akemi super well, but we said sure. That day before going, Mako contacted me. I don't have a fever, but I feel sick. I don't want to give it to you, so I'm gonna stay home tomorrow. I'm sorry for canceling last minute. It's okay. How are you feeling? Yeah, I'm alright. It's not too bad. Alright, let's go again when you get better, huh? That sounds good. Thanks, Yuka. I told Akemi about what happened, but she was clearly irritated with it. So yeah, why don't we go another day?
What? I canceled my plans I had for tomorrow so I could go to Costco.
But I don't want to drag her out when she's sick.
Who cares if she's there or not? You're the member, so I can go in, right?
Yeah, but honestly, I never talked to her alone, so I was pretty hesitant to go with just her on my day off. But she did change her plans and adjust so she could go with us, so I did understand. Okay, then I guess we can go tomorrow. I'll drive.
Yeah, I'll be at the station like I said.
The day of, there was another woman who showed up in addition to Akemi. When I stopped to pick her up, the other random woman also got on, like it was totally fine. Excuse me, who are you?
Oh, this is Tomika. I invited her yesterday.
Huh?
I mean, Mako couldn't make it, right? It's pretty sad going to Costco with just 2 people, no? So I invited her. Did you not want me to?
It's not that I didn't want you to. Would you invite someone I don't know without asking me first? I was pretty surprised at how rude she was being that I was just at loss for words. It's not like it's not okay, but I was just surprised because you didn't ask before inviting her.
Sorry. But it's definitely going to be so much more fun with 3 people instead of 2. I made the right decision bringing her along. Perfect!
Akemi seemed to be satisfied with everything, but Tomoko was just staring outside or looking at her phone. She was clearly here only because she was invited out. Whatever, I can't tell her to get out now. I just need to deal with it for one day. We drove to Costco and walked inside the store.
Wow, Costco is huge! Look at how high the ceiling is!
Your energy's through the ceiling. Are you a kid or something?
You've been to Costco, huh? Lucky. It's gotta be so much fun.
Honestly, not really. We went all around with the 3 of us at first, but eventually, I couldn't bring myself to like them, so we all started moving separately. I came here about 2 weeks ago, so I didn't really have anything I wanted. I just walked around till the 2 were done. An hour later, the cart was full of things, food and whatnot. Wow, you're buying a lot.
Yeah, looking at all the stuff, I just wanted to buy things. This is me holding back.
I see. I'm glad you had fun. Let's hurry up and pay for all this so we can go to the food court. I'm hungry. For some reason, Tomoko was unhappy from start to finish, but I'm sure stuff was also in the mix with how much they were buying. The member has to pay for the goods at Costco. That's why I ended up having to pay for it all, even though I didn't want anything. It was $600 or so. They really bought a lot, huh? I thought it was just Akemi stuff, so I didn't think I'd buy this much. I only had about $300 on hand, so I had to use my credit card. While I was shopping, the 2 went to the bathroom and looked at the food court foods all on their own. When it came time to pay, they had to move all the food to the counter from the cart, so I wanted them to do it for me, but after that, we finished the food in the food court and we all calmed down.
Man, that was so much fun. I bought way too much.
Let's go home. I'm getting tired.
Oh, come on. You bought a lot too.
This is all stuff I buy when I normally go to Costco. They seem to be having fun, but they never brought up the payment, so I decided to ask them about it. Hey, the total for a second ago was $620.
It was that expensive?
That's hilarious.
I didn't know Costco was that expensive.
You bought things without looking at the price? Can you 2 split it then? Each of you paid $300.
What? I feel like you're mistaking the math.
Huh? I was a little confused, so I put it in a calculator.
No, it's definitely $300. No, that's divided by 2. It should be divided by 3.
What? Why? Yeah, because there are 3 of us. But I literally didn't buy anything.
But we bought everything under the pretense of splitting it 3 ways.
We're gonna split it by 3, no matter what you say. This was not okay. I didn't have a single thing in that shopping cart, so it doesn't make any sense for me to pay for any of it. I remembered what was in the cart. I understand that you might have wanted to split the food since it's a wholesale place.
Yeah, see? So split it with 3.
But how are you gonna split the soap? There were only 2 of each.
Okay, that was gonna be split between Tomoko and I.
I figured I'd give it a shot. You said that it's just stuff that you normally buy when you come to Costco like 2 seconds ago. Anyway, I'm not letting you go with just splitting it 3 ways. That's not okay.
I'm sorry. Come on, man. Don't be so mad, girl. But I don't have $300.
Me neither. I don't have any cash. You don't have any cash, but you put that much crap in the shopping cart? I didn't have any on me either, so I ended up having to use my card. Okay, I'll pay you next time I see you. I don't think I'm gonna see you again. I work with Otakebi. I don't know where I'd ever see you. She just sighed suddenly, as if to spite me. Why are you so stingy? Everyone who has ever taken me to Costco has paid for me. I don't get why you're calculating it down to the penny. I was seriously at a loss with her getting mad at me. If you pay using your card, you're gonna get points, right? Honestly, you're getting the better end of the deal. You brought us here for points, didn't you? I heard that and shoved all the stuff that they bought right back to the return section. At Costco, you're able to return everything if it was purchased on the same day. I left the two there after they watched me return everything and just drove home. I got a message from Akemi apologizing. Let's see. I'm sorry about today. Tomika's a girl I know from when we were kids in school, and she's pretty prideful, you know? But she's not a bad person by heart. Forgive her, yeah? Let's go with Mako again, huh? She was talking as if she did nothing wrong, so I was pretty angry, but since we worked together, I just left her on red and walked away. Afterwards, I saw Akemi a few times in my office, but we both said hello and walked away. I don't know how those two made it home that day, but it's pretty annoying to have to try to get home without a car from there, so I feel a little better. This is a story about my revenge. My name is Mirai, and I live with my husband's family. I'm a 32-year-old housewife. The Takayama family is a well-known rich family around the area. My husband and his parents don't ever rub it in your face, though, and are incredibly kind. There was one person who wasn't like that, though.
Oh, hey, Miss Mirai. Thank you for always cooking for Asuka, too.
Oh, it's okay. There's not much difference between making it for 2 people instead of 1. My husband had a sister. Her name was Asuka. I make her bento out of the kindness of my heart. Let's go back to when I was still extremely nervous when I had just gotten married.
Wow, hey, Mirai. You're making bento every day? Wow, that's amazing. It looks so good.
Oh, if you want, I can make you some too. It's more of just a social contract, but I'm sure she'll say no, right? Or so I thought.
Really? Yes, please.
Huh? She was intending for me to offer that, and she didn't hold back at all. That's how I kept having to make her bento. I was pretty ashamed of my decision to offer my services. Oh well, I'm used to cooking. I'll just make another bento in addition to my own. No biggie. Additionally, I can even use this as a way to show off how good of a wife I am to their son. I felt like I was being clever and just said sure. I didn't have to do that. They would have been kind anyway. Miss Asuka was usually really nice in front of her parents, but for some reason, she was terrible to me. And she's super close to me for some reason.
Hey, Mirai, what do you mean you can't make bento tomorrow?
Oh, I'm gonna be eating lunch with a coworker tomorrow.
What? You're just using leftovers to make the bento, right? Come on, make at least one for me. Come on.
Ugh,
That's a yes, right? Come on.
I don't get her. Her parents are so nice. Where did they go wrong? The one thing I really felt was wrong was that she was telling the people at her part-time job that she was making them herself.
My friends at work think that I'm a great cook, thanks to you. So keep making fancy and good-looking bentos.
What? Why are you showing off? You realize that they're gonna find out eventually. I eventually ran out of patience.
Hey, Mirai, about tomorrow. I'm gonna be going out with my boyfriend and his friends, so I want you to make a big one.
Sure.
I want it to be colorful and cute. Make it girly.
Shut up! The next morning. This is perfect.
Mirai, I'm going now.
Okay, here you are.
Thank you.
I put a trap in her bento box. I'm gonna teach her a lesson as her sister-in-law. She had no idea of the trap I set, and she must be opening her lunchbox soon enough with a stupid look on her face.
Here we are, my handmade bento.
I was waiting for this. My girlfriend always brings really delicious-looking food to work. You found a good one.
What is this?
I took her advice and made her bento extremely colorful. There was no food in her bento.
This is all pretend foods kids used to play with.
What? Wait, what is this? You made this? Don't do this kind of crap when we're actually hungry. Talk about a buzzkill. Asuka, why would you do this to my friends, you moron? Hurry up and give me the real bento!
No, I always have good bento made for. No!
I had another trap lying hidden within the bento as well.
What the hell, that bitch? What is this shit? Stupid toys.
What is that? A note at the bottom of the bento?
Dear Asuka, age 26, living at her parents' house, having someone make her lunch every day. Thank you for using your sister-in-law free bento service. Unfortunately, your trial has run out and I will no longer be able to provide services at this time. Eat grass or something, you goat. From your worried sister-in-law. That there was my message that I poured my heart into.
Oh my god.
Wait, your sister-in-law was making you your bento this whole time? And you keep telling us that you were making it and bragging? Wow, kind of an idiot.
That's,
Whatever, I'm over it. Let's go to a restaurant. Yep.
Wait, hang on!
You aren't invited!
As I expected, she was sending me a non-stop flow of hateful messages that afternoon. However, even the messages themselves were so goofy, so I have to show you some.
Hey, what was that bento about? You're gonna pay for embarrassing me. If I break up with my boyfriend, it's your fault.
If you don't want to be dumped, you shouldn't lie about dumb shit.
How dare you make me look bad? You're anything but a cockroach.
Wait, did you mean I'm below a cockroach? The text continued.
You're gonna pay for damages. You better tell my boyfriend that you wanted to make it badly and you did it against my will.
Oh my gosh, you're such an idiot. Then you go and ask for money.
I didn't think that you were that kind of person. I thought you were my real sister. I'm gonna chase your ass out of our family.
You don't have the authority to chase me out. Also, your English is weird. Whatever, I'm glad her boyfriend ran away. It's probably for the best. It just kept coming. What's scary is that this woman in her mid-20s, working in society, was okay with sending these idiotic messages. Honestly, don't you get tired of typing crap like that? I could tell she was quite irritated, though, from all the messages, so I did feel a little better that I got back at her. She came home and immediately started crying to her mom, but her mom trusted me completely, so she tried to calmly listen to both sides. So that's what I know. Sorry for...
I didn't do shit to her and this lady!
Oh, do you want to see her messages? She sent me quite a few.
No, don't!
As a result, she was found to be completely at fault. However, I must admit, I might have lost my cool a little bit. Her mom was fair and calm and peaceful. I've been working hard and being nervous because I came as a wife to a very well-known house and it was pretty tough for me to explain everything to my in-laws. Sorry, I should have just asked you guys for help.
Oh, don't worry. You don't need to apologize. I'm sorry we couldn't be kinder to you. If I were you, I probably would have a hard time telling you too.
Thank you. 1 year later.
Hey, Mirai, I baked some cookies. Can you try them?
Oh yeah, they're so cute. Nice job, Asuka.
I saw my feet and thought I could do it too.
I couldn't make cookies this cute if I wanted. We were actually on pretty good terms. Actually, Asuka had always wanted a sister, since she grew up around brothers. She was happy that she had me as a sister, even though we were in-laws. Eventually, she went from friendly to spoiled to just demanding.
I'm really sorry. I lost myself when I was messaging you too. I was just going too far.
You. Of course, I couldn't just forgive her that quickly. I was pretty cold to her for a while. But she really did seem to regret what she did, so eventually, I opened up to her. We're doing good now, keeping a healthy distance between each other. You've got to get along with people that you live with. So, how's the new boy?
Oh, he's talking about living together soon. I gotta learn how to cook more.
Good luck, Asuka. My name is Megumi. I married my husband Mitsuzaki when I was in my 20s, and we have 2 sons. My sons' names are Akira and Mitsuya, each taken from my husband's name, Mitsuaki. They've gotten older now, and Mitsuya is in high school and Akira is in junior high. My sons are busy with school and club activities, and my husband works for us every day. Supporting their lives is my job as a housewife. Being a full-time housewife is tough with no days off, but it's also for the sake of my beloved family. I'll do my best today too. First, I have to prepare breakfast for them. I have to feed them something nutritious so they don't suffer from summer heat exhaustion. As I was preparing breakfast with such enthusiasm, Mitsuaki and Mitsuya finished preparing and came to the dining table.
Good morning, Mom. It looks delicious again today. All that's left to do is to serve rice. We'll take care of it then.
I let them serve the rice when...
Oh my god. Mom, there's no rice in the rice cooker. Someone ate it all.
When I checked, the rice cooker was empty and the rice that was done cooking was gone. Instead, all that was left were the rice grains that had been scattered around. He must have eaten it all again without telling us. I'm busy in the mornings.
Today's breakfast for us is just side dishes. I was looking forward to Mom's breakfast.
The culprit wasn't here. It was our youngest son, Akira. Akira began to eat up all the food for the whole family when he entered junior high school. On one occasion, a single watermelon we had given to the Buddhist altar disappeared. When I questioned and asked all the family members about it, they all said they did not know. But later, I found the rind of a watermelon thrown away in the compost in our field as if to hide it. The only person who would throw away watermelon rinds here is Akira. He tried to erase the evidence by eating a whole watermelon by himself. And on a different occasion, the mid-year gift hasn't arrived yet this year. Did I receive a missed delivery notice by any chance? Let's ask the delivery man.
The package has already been delivered. A junior high school boy picked it up.
I heard that and checked Akira's room. There it is, a box of mid-year gift sweets, but they're all empty already. After receiving them from the delivery man, he took them to his room without telling me and ate them all. I talked to Akira about eating up the food many times. Akira, you're growing up now and starting club activities, so I know you need to eat a lot. But what's in the house isn't just for you, it's for everyone. So don't eat it all without telling me. Just tell me when you're hungry and I'll get you something to eat. It's better to eat something more nutritious and filling than just eating sweets and fruits.
Huh? Who cares? What's wrong with me eating what I want? You complain about every little thing. That's the problem with women. Huh? Who cares? What's wrong with me eating what I want? You complain about every little thing. That's the problem with women. Don't tell me what to eat just because you have nothing else to do. You're so annoying.
And he rebels against me like this, which doesn't get anywhere. He used to never say anything condescending like, that's the problem with women. Now, no matter how many times I try to talk with him, he just belittles me and won't listen at all. I'm sure it's because he's in his rebellious phase now that he's a junior high schooler, and the tendency of boys his age to make fun of women. I wonder when he'll get over it. Akira eating up all the family's food and his rebellious attitude towards me. That's the only thing that bothers me these days. One day, when I was having trouble with this.
Mom, I want croquettes for dinner tonight. I haven't had croquettes lately, so I have a craving for them all of a sudden. The ones from the supermarket are good, but Mom's homemade ones are the best.
Croquettes? It's hard to make fried food in summer. It's too hot to even stand in the kitchen, but when it comes to deep frying, it's a scorching hell.
Don't you think it's too hot to be making croquettes? Mega means croquettes are excellent, and I like to eat them too, but it must be hard to make them in this heat, right? Oh, right. Mom, sorry for asking so much of you. Instead, let's have...
No, I'll make it. I'll make croquettes. If it's a request from my son and husband, I want to make it happen, even if I have to go the extra mile. And to have them say how delicious it is, it makes me feel like a good housewife. I'll try my best to make croquettes tonight. I made croquettes despite sweating profusely. Boil and mash potatoes, chop the onion, and fry it with minced meat. Then mix it with the potatoes and form them into a bale shape. Dredge that in flour, beat an egg, and breadcrumbs in that order. And deep fry in oil heated to 180 Celsius for about 5 minutes. When golden brown, it's done. It's so hot. The finished croquettes were placed on a bat to cool down and then stored in the fridge. Now I'll warm them up again and serve them when everyone comes home. Then, while I was resting for a bit, my husband and sons came home one after another.
I'm home, Mom. I smell fried food. Is today's dinner?
Croquettes as you requested. I'll heat them up and put them on the table soon, so go wash your hands.
Yes! Thanks, Mom.
He was so happy just because I told him I made croquettes. It was worth all the trouble. Thinking that as I opened the fridge, oh my god, the croquettes are gone! I put them in here! All the croquettes I had prepared were completely gone. I worked so hard in the heat to make them. It's Akira again. I'm going to make him apologize this time. Hey, Akira, you ate all the croquettes I made, didn't you? That was the dinner your father and brother were looking forward to. If you just ate your portion, I can understand. But why did you eat all of them? Don't you have something to say to us?
I was hungry, so it's not my fault. Why don't you cook it again? Cooking is the only thing women are good at anyway.
Don't tell me to cook it again so easily. Do you have any idea how hard I worked to make those croquettes in the heat? I was sad he didn't acknowledge my hard work, and I felt sorry for Mitsuaki and Mitsuya, who were looking forward to it. My feelings were a mess. I'm sorry. I don't have the energy to cook today. Eat what's left. I went back to the bedroom. Mitsuaki and Mitsuya, who are usually gentle, were furious because he ate up all the croquettes, which they had been looking forward to.
I understand you need to eat a lot right now, but you can't eat the whole family's dinner like that. You eat up all the food and then take it out on Mom without even apologizing? Your mother takes care of the house every day so we can live outside. She worked hard to cook us a delicious meal today too, but to be so arrogant is just childish behavior, Akira.
Days later, the three of us had a family meeting about Akira because we knew we couldn't go on like this. We've tolerated him until now, but we have to stop him from eating all the food before it escalates any further.
We'll cook for a while. If the men cook, he won't be able to use the excuse of looking down on women. And if it's just Dad and I, we can keep an eye on Akira and make sure he doesn't go into the kitchen while we're cooking.
From that day on, Mitsuaki and Mitsuya cooked breakfast and dinner. Akira could not deceive the two and was immediately kicked out of the kitchen whenever he went close by. Even if he was lucky enough to snag a bite, he would later be noticed and scolded by the two. Since the men standing in the kitchen were his father and brother, Akira could not use his favorite phrase, "That's the problem with women." Akira's frequency of snacking and eating up all the food gradually decreased. Here comes the final stretch. Mitsuaki and Mitsuya have decided to correct Akira's disrespectful attitude toward women.
You shouldn't look down on Mom. She works 24/7 and she's amazing. Stop making fun of women. You won't be popular with the girls in your class like that.
The two of them were so adamant that it seemed to have an effect on Akira, and finally, a change came over him.
Mom, I'm sorry for everything I've done. I ate everything in the house without telling you because I thought you would get angry if you found out. I made fun of women because I thought they were less capable than men and could only cook. I was wrong. When I saw Dad and brother cooking, it looked like a lot of work, but you never showed any sign of it while cooking 3 delicious meals every day. You also do the cleaning, laundry, and all the housework. I realized that I shouldn't be taking that for granted. You were always there supporting us.
From then on, Akira showed me changes not only in his words, but also in his actions. He no longer snacks on food without permission, nor does he eat all the food. Now he tells me in advance when there's something he wants to eat. He also stopped making condescending remarks. I could see that he was truly sorry, so I decided to forgive all of Akira's words and actions up until now. And recently, there's been another change. Akira has started to help in the kitchen. Look at him saying, "I like my mom's cooking, so I want to be able to make the same thing myself." You still got a long way to go, though. Recently, I dream of Akira learning how to cook like me.
My name is Ayano. I'm just a regular sophomore in college. I have a boyfriend I've been dating for 3 months, but I have a little problem with him recently. Naoto, you're gonna call off our date last second again? How many times are you gonna do this?
What do you want me to do? I can't move my plans. You make it work with me.
You said that before, too. You promised you wouldn't do this again. I don't believe you. Are you listening to me?
Shut uppy wuppy. If you keep getting angry, you're gonna be an old angry woman. Ha ha ha.
Dude, I literally told you to stop taunting me like that.
I am not transformed into an angry woman. Oh, I'm so scared.
You're so annoying!
Every time we would fight, he would start talking like he was talking to a child, as if to mock me. We had fought a few times from the time we started dating, but this only started recently. I've told him to quit over and over again recently. Does he look down on me? Wow, that's rough. How could you go out with someone like that for 3 months? I would have dumped him in a heartbeat. Besides that, he's really normal. Seriously, everything besides that. Huh. But you should be careful. I feel like he's probably hiding something else. I felt a little better after I vented to my friends, and then I replied to his text message. I want to go to the zoo. Next time, don't cancel last second. Then we're even. He immediately read the message.
Okay, you can't do anything with an angry Ayano. Ha 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 ha.
He's so annoying!
A month later, I went to his house for the first time. He lived alone. I'm coming in. I went in and was shocked at the state of his house. It was not cleaned at all, and trash was everywhere. It was a pigsty. Sorry to break it to you, but man, your house is trashed.
I'm a man that lives alone. This is how it is.
You think so? I mean, did you not feel like maybe you should clean up a little bit since your girlfriend is coming over? I didn't want this to just stay this way, so I started cleaning.
Oh, you're gonna clean it for me? Whoa! Sweet! Ha ha ha!
No, not sweet deal. Let's do this together. It's your house.
Nope. I'm watching YouTube right now.
Come on, just a little.
I don't want to. I don't care, but you care, so you take care of it.
Fine. He's my boyfriend. I guess I'll clean for him. He was breathing from his mouth as he watched YouTube videos, and I continued to clean away.
Hey, what do you want to do for dinner? Huh? You're gonna cook for me, right? I'm not good at it.
Hey, I do cook for myself, but you said you could cook, right?
Huh? I don't remember saying that. You totally just imagined that.
What the hell? Were you lying? It was back when we really just started going out. I live with my parents. Oh, but I can do most things around the house. My parents both work, so I did a lot of the things while they were working.
Really? Wow, that's crazy. I live alone. I cook for myself sometimes, but I'm not very good at cleaning. I just kind of leave things out.
I see. You cook, huh? I want to try your food one day.
Sure. I'm pretty confident in my cooking. Just tell me what you want.
Even if he was just trying to look good, he could have come out and said the truth. But the fact that he didn't even remember saying it is sketchy. After I finished cleaning, I got ready for dinner. I finished cooking, so I talked to him. Naoto, I want you to carry this to the table. I need to go to the bathroom. He replied without taking his eyes off the phone.
No, I don't wanna. I'm watching movies right now, and I can't hold heavy things.
He started mocking me and talking like a baby, just like when we were fighting. I was already angry, but I just took his dish to the table. As I got back from the bathroom, he was already digging in. Naoto, you couldn't wait for me to get back? It was like 1 minute.
No! I'm going to eat when I wanna. I would never wait.
I let out an awkward grin while he started talking like a baby again, and I was getting fed up with it. He was just watching videos while eating, and no matter how much I tried to talk to him, he would just give closed-ended responses. He even started ignoring me. Hey, let's at least talk while we eat. I'm sad. Hello?
Shut up! Please, shut the heck up!
Why am I going out with him? It was when I fell out of love. I gave up talking to him and just started eating. The next second, I could hear him knock over his glass of water. Hey, you spill your water! I yelled and started cleaning. He didn't seem to flinch and continued watching videos. Dude, I understand you're watching videos, but at least be careful not to spill anything.
Shut up, oh! I can't hear the video! Please shut up, oh!
I couldn't handle the rage that built up inside of me, and I heard something snap. I knew that I was done. I grabbed his phone and threw it towards the cushions.
Hey, what the hell?
Oh, sorry.
What the hell is that?
Huh? Are you angry? You're scary like an angry old fart.
What is that attitude? Are you mocking me?
You always did this to me. Wait, are you actually unaware you're doing that? I'm seriously at a loss. Don't think that you can say whatever you want just because I'm your girlfriend. Or you thought that I'd be okay with whatever? Shut the hell up, you man-child.
You just did things around me because you wanted to! And I've done nothing to be called a child! We're the same age!
You don't clean your room, you can't carry food, you can't say thank you, you don't clean up your own mess, you don't listen to people when they warn you. You're just a man-child. I think some preschool kids have better manners than you.
What did you say?
Dude, aren't you embarrassed that you use baby words while you argue? You keep doing things like that to make people feel bad. You're gonna regret it, Mr. Smarty Pants. He seemed like he wanted to talk back to me, but I ignored him and left. I sent him another text saying that we were over. So, after today, we're done. Goodbye, and don't ever talk to me again. The next day, I reported to my friends that we broke up. What? You broke up over that? That's nothing. What?
Akiwa's outfit is off-season and weirdo. You should study fashion, please.
See how grating it is? Yeah, that pissed me off like never before. I take it back, sorry. I mean, I figured that it would happen eventually. Don't worry, there's a mountain of other men out there that are better than him. No, I think I'm good with being single for a while. I'm tired. We went to different colleges, so that was at least one nice thing. Thinking about it now, I'm not sure what I liked about him anyway. When I went to go shopping alone, he talked to me, and I decided to go along with it because why not? I learned that it was totally not who I was, and I regretted it.
Why are you saying that we're going to break up? I'm so sad!
When I read that stupid text from him, I blocked him. A few months later,
Hey, I have news about your ex. Are you interested?
my ex, what do you know about him?
Your ex started going out with one of my friends from my club.
And she apparently talked to her friend to hear about him.
Cut it out. I said that you need to let me know at least if you're going to be late.
Sorry, oh man, you're gonna be an angry old woman.
What? What the hell did you just say to me, bitch?
Huh?
Yeah, you think that just because someone is trying to get through something without fighting, that you're free to just walk all over them? You must have been raised by a saint, because I ain't that soft pussy. Don't be messing with me. Get the hell over here, bitch.
I didn't hear about this. Wait, hang on. Someone help!
My friend is an ex-delinquent and she changed after she started going to college, but she completely lost it after he did his little baby gig. She took him out back and slapped the hell out of him. They broke up, but he's walking around campus looking like he just tried to eat a hornet. A lot of people have seen his stupid swollen face.
Huh, rip. When I heard that story, maybe I'm rotten, but I felt really good. I still don't have a boyfriend, but I'm having a great time. I'm going to focus on my studies for a while. You guys be careful when you mock people with baby words.
Thanks for watching! Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Bye!